Just share my screen, and here we go. So hopefully you can see my screen, okay?
Yes, we can see your screen.
So is the presentation okay? It's just not on the board now. Just want to find it out.
All good, Flan.
Okay, perfect. So very glad to talk to you all. So I'm going to give you a very good, hopefully a good presentation and to explain about the Queen's University Belfast. So sorry, I'm just checking again. Is this my slides moving? Because I think it's a different from my screen. I'm really sorry.
I think it's not moving.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
not.
moving. It's not.
Yes, it's not
Okay,
It's not
okay,
moving.
okay. So I'm sorry. Like I'm gonna just quickly. I think there's something on my share, so I need to reshare my. Sorry about it. Because it looks a bit weird to me. Hopefully now it's okay. So yes, sorry about this, a bit tech issue. So first of all, I want to talk about where is the Queen's University Belfast located? So Queen's University Belfast is located in Northern Ireland as part of the UK. So a lot of people always confuse where's in Northern Ireland. So Northern Ireland, basically, as you can see here, we are located on the island of Ireland, but it's still economically and politically is part of the United Kingdom. So it is actually very internationalized destination. We have 2 international airports. You can easily travel to all these major cities in the UK and also in the Europe as well. So it's very convenient. And people always confuse, oh, I have to take a flight to London, but actually a flight from Belfast to London, it's very quick. It's only 1 hour, 15 minutes. And it will only cost you, including the return flight, probably only going to cost you like a 40 pounds or 50 pounds. So it's very cheap, very convenient for the students to travel around. And even if you have like a Schengen visa, you can easily travel to all these major destinations in the Europe for the holiday, etc. So it's very convenient for the students. So when it comes to the Northern Ireland and the Belfast itself, so Northern Ireland, the population of Northern Ireland, it's a 1.8 million. So you can see it's a relatively small, relatively like not that a very cozy region and city. So Northern Ireland, we only have this UK's like only 3% of the UK's population. It's a pretty small place in terms of the population. And then the capital city is Belfast. The greater Belfast population is 0.6 million. The good thing about the Belfast is we have this lower population. I will explain why this is good, especially in terms of finding the job and then in terms of the job competition for the future markets. So it will be less competition if you try to find a job after your graduation. And I will give you more details information about it later on. And Belfast also has lowest student rent in the UK and also the ranked as a top 10 cities in the UK to develop digital career. It's very focused on the IT hub, and we will explore it later on a bit more. So we have lowest cost of living and the safest region in the UK and also a happiest place in the UK. So in terms of the Queen's University Belfast, so we are the 9th oldest university in the UK, established in 1845. And then top 10 most beautiful UK universities. And then this is the main building, Lenyan building. So you can see it's a pretty like a Hogwarts style. We are 17th in the world for international outlook and ranked 170 in the world for graduate perspective, which means our students are always very competitive and then employment ready when after their graduation, they can easily find a job. And then we are a member of Russell Group Universities in the UK. There's only 24 Russell Group Universities. For those of you who don't know what is Russell Group, it's actually like Ivy League in the US. So, so there's only 24 Russell Group Universities in the UK. So, and we are one of them. And also 24 subjects in the UK are top 20. So in terms of the university structure, we have 3 different faculties to cover different subject areas. So Faculty of Arts, Humanity, and Social Science covers all these degree programs like arts, law, management, history, etc. And also Faculty of Engineering and Physical Science covered all these traditional engineering programs like chemistry, chemical engineering, physics, natural and the built environment, computer science, electrical engineering, mechanical and aerospace engineering, etc. And we also have a Faculty of Medicine and Health and Life Sciences, which covers the schools like medicine and dentistry and biomedical science, also biological science, pharmacy, nursing, etc. So this is the Belfast, Queen's University Belfast is actually quite close. We are we're located in the city center. It's literally like a 15 minutes walking distance from the main campus, main building to the city center. It's very close, very convenient for the students to walk around. And here's some more photos of the university. As you can see, it's a stunning, very beautiful red bricks, very historical buildings around the campus. And we also have a very modern designed buildings as well. So you can see this is actually the graduate school of the university. It's one of the oldest university building. And you can see the internal architectural design is absolutely amazing. We also had a physical education center, which is very modern design, and then the University Macleay Library is also very modern designed. And then here's some of the faculty buildings, school buildings. So this is the David Kerr building, which is named after one of our previous vice chancellor of the university, David Kerr. Here is the main the building for the engineering programs, and here's the computer science building. As you can see, it's designed to look like the computer chips. And here's a biological science school, and then this is the Riddle Hall, which is where the Queen's Management School is located. And here's our new student union, One Elm Wood. So you will be able to get in here out of the class hours, and then most of the university support teams are actually based here. And you can come here to seek for support from the university staff, student-facing student services staff. And you can also, they have a student union shops, coffee shops, and then just come to here, hang out with your friends and classmates after your class. It's absolutely a student hub, amazing student hub for the center, for the students. And here's just a mention about our university ranking. We ranked on 198 in the world. And here's some of the subject rankings. So to give you some of the idea where we are at. So you can see most of these programs are very popular among the international students, like pharmacy, food science, accounting and finance, architecture. We all highly ranked in the subject areas, no matter in the UK or the world. So what I want to talk about a bit more is also about into Queen's. So we have a pathway and English programs to support our international students to transit to the UK education system. So we have an international year 1 program, which contains 3 different streams: accounting, engineering, and management finance. We also have international foundation program, which has 3 different streams: architecture, business, humanity, and social sciences, and science and engineering. And then our pre-master's program includes finance, management, and social science. Then we have English programs, which is pre-sessional English and academic English programs. So all these programs will leading to a different type of the progression degrees at Queen's University Belfast. So what is very unique about us, our center, is we have a program called undergraduate degree with international year 1 and undergraduate degree with foundation. So for undergraduate degree with international year 1, basically what this means is you will be able to study all the 7 different programs. Basically, it's equivalent to the university year 1 program on the single cost, one cost to cover the whole study duration. No matter you're studying international year one or foundation, you will be able to study all these programs. It will be on the degree level on the one visa, covers the 4 years, 3 years or 4 years visa for the whole study duration. And then we will be able to accept the flexible different English qualifications. So you don't have to provide the UKVI IELTS to be eligible for the visa purpose. So as long as you have met our English requirements, then we will be able to accept you to our programs. So it will save a lot of hassles for you in terms of extending visa after you complete the pathway program, etc. And here's some of our entry requirements. So for the foundation, international year one, we have a different course length based on your English level. You can pick and choose which one is viable for you. So we also have different start dates based on the different length of the course. So basically, if you're studying the international schools, yes, we do accept all this international qualification, as you can see from here. So what we normally do accept the students from Myanmar, just specifically listed here. If you're studying the curriculum from Myanmar, then for foundation program, we basically accept the students from the high school examination. 4 passes over 45%. And then also the international year one, we will accept you from your local universities in Myanmar for year one of the university, and also the pre-master's program. For you accept a student to complete as long as you complete your bachelor degree in Myanmar, we will be able to accept you to our pre-masters. So here's a specific requirement for students from Myanmar. And here's some more photos to explain, to just show you how your study life gonna look like when you come to here to study with us. So we will not only teach you in the classroom, it's not all the classes always in the classroom, but instead you will have opportunity to go out and then do some practical works. So like this photo here, we took our student to a dairy farm to all the engineering and science students, they went there together. So you will be able to see how this factory actually developed the process, the raw materials, and to make their dairy products and sell it in the market. So they will be able to see the entire process from the milking to production and etc. And then also you will be able to access all the lab works, and all your lab work's going to happen in the university labs. So you will be able to access to them, and they will do a lot of surveying, the practical work, field the trips, attend the different kind of the fairs, etc. And then not only about the studying, of course, we will love to organize a lot of social activities, arrange you to explore the local cultures, and then to explore the other international students' culture, and then to celebrate some of the festivals together. Here's a student having the Halloween party. We do some of the prom night for the students when they're finishing their into programs, and then when they progress into the university, we also do this small progression ceremony to help students to mark their achievements at the into quiz. So why you have to come to Queen's? You're probably going to ask why. What is Queen's University is unique about? Why into Queen's University Belfast? So we basically want to tell you we are the Russell Group University, and we have the excellence of Russell Group University and with unbeatable value. So what this comes from is basically is to show you here you can save a lot of money, and then you will be able to get job in the future. It's pretty easily. There's less competition. So I'm going to explain why. So you will basically graduate with a UK top 20 engineering degree programs if you choose to study engineering and computer science program with us. And then we are like a top 150 in the world for the engineering. And then for into students, when they progress into the university and after their graduation, after they complete their university program, when they graduate, they actually could achieve a 2.2 and above. So basically they are doing a very, very excellent job. So in terms of their university, which is basically the minimum requirement for the student to get the job in the UK, which is 2.2. Also, we are UK top 20 in the 5 engineering disciplines, as you can see here. Another one, it's basically student will be able to save up to 42,500 pounds all over the cross studies. So for the 3-4 years of their studies. So basically, we have a lowest tuition fee among the Russell Group universities. And then once you progress from the international year 1 or foundation program, when you progress into the to the university, you will be able to get the progression scholarship, which is around like 4,500 pounds. And then when you're progressing from the year 1 of the university to the year 2 of the university, if you can keep your GPA as 75%, you will be able to get the 2,000 pound scholarship for your next year. So in total, if you could keep on track, you will be able to get the 8,500 pound scholarship throughout the entire journey. And then you also, plus when you come to here, study with us, study with into Queen's, you will be able to get into scholarship basically for the studying the international year 1 or foundation or pathway or pre-master's program. So total savings would be around like a 42,500 pounds. We didn't mention like here, but basically you will be able to save almost 300 pounds less, like a 300 pounds, save 300 pounds compared to you studying in London or Manchester. So you save a lot of money on your daily expenses as well. So here, just mentioned, we have lowest cost of living, lowest rent for student UK, so over 300 per month to cheaper living in London. So another one is you will be graduate in the world top 10 tech city. So access up to 20,000 new jobs in the top 10 global digital economy of the future. So at the end of the 2021, so Belfast City signed a regional city deal, which is investing £1 billion to create up to 20,000 new jobs in Belfast City. As I mentioned to you earlier at the very beginning of this presentation, we have a quite small population in Belfast, literally like around 3% of the entire UK's population, and we have more job opportunities coming up. So with the opportunity of the UK visa, you probably know, with a post-study working visa allowance, so students will be able to work up to 2 years in the UK after their graduation. So with that opportunity, you will be easily to find a job. It doesn't mean like a guaranteed job, but at least it will be less competition compared to the other parts of the UK. So there's more job opportunities. And once you're here, you graduate, because there's only 2 universities in Northern Ireland, and we are one of them. And so you will be able to, and we are Russell Group University, employers are always preferred students from the Queen's University Belfast. So it means that you have a higher chance to find a job later on. Some of the growth sectors based in Northern Ireland. So you can see in the aerospace industry, cybersecurity and AI. Fun fact here on the aerospace engineering, actually 1 in the every 3 aircraft seats are actually manufactured in Northern Ireland. So you probably not know this, but we in Northern Ireland, we have a huge aerospace industry, especially on the engineering side and the financial technology side. So if you're studying something related to the IT, data analysis, or finance, then it's very easy for you to find a job here in Belfast as well. So here's some of the examples of the companies. So we can't fit all these companies here in the small map, but at least to give you some idea, so you can see we have companies like IBM, PwC, KPMG, Deloitte, Citigroup, and Randox, which is a pharmaceutical company. So all this, there's a lot of job opportunities will be available for you when you graduate from Queen's. And here's another example. So it's one of our very successful alumni, graduated in 2021. He studied mechanical engineering, and then after that he also did his internship in Rolls-Royce, and then also after that, he actually currently working Aston Martin as an engineer here. So in the UK, Aston Martin in the UK, and we have other our graduates who worked on the job in the Airbus UK, and then other type of the engineering companies. And here's another example to show you the cost of living comparison between London and Belfast. So you can see actually basically you can and will be able to save up like a 15 to 20% of your budget compared to living in London. So just give you some idea how much it's going to cost for different type of the foods or markets or restaurants, etc. We have scholarships available. So we have 82 scholarships when you come in to study international year one foundational pre-master's program with us, up to £3,000. And we also have scholarships up to £4,500 I mentioned to you earlier. So you basically would be able to, this first two scholarships here, it's almost guaranteed. So international office undergraduate or postgraduate scholarship, £2,000 to £3,000 discount is based on your fee rates of the university degree program, and then into Queen's progression scholarship, which is £1,500 reduction on tuition fee for the year one. So this is you have to pay the rest of your fees by the given deadline, but for into progressors, you will be able to pay the like a pretty late time for them to have special agreement. So once you pay the rest of your fees, you will be able to get this £1,500 further deduction on plus of this. And we also have other scholarships available here, like West Chancellor Scholarship, 50% of discount on all years. Actually, one thing I want to mention here, it's a back in, especially during the COVID time, we had a pre-master student study with us from Myanmar. She achieved this West Chancellor Scholarship in 2021, I believe. During the COVID time, she struggled. She did a course online, of course, and then she did an excellent job, and then she won the West Chancellor Scholarship for her master's study. And we also have a family scholarship and loyalty scholarship available for the students who had previously had family members studied here before. And then some excellence award in terms of the if you get the 75% GPA every academic year, you will be able to get £2,000 for your next academic year. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you here a sample calculation. I think this is a better idea. So for foundation, if you come to study a foundation program, we are not even mentioning the foundation scholarship or international year one scholarships. If only when you're progressing to the university, you will be able to get £2,500 to £3,000 international office scholarship, and then £1,500 professor scholarship and excellence award for year 2 and year 3. You will be able to get in total £8,000 to £8,500. For international year one student, you come into here for the international year one, you get this international year one scholarship when you come into study, and then when you progress into the second year, you will actually get this international office scholarship plus this progression scholarship, which is £4,000 to £4,500. And for the pre-master's program, for all these programs except the Queen's Management School, you will be able to get this £3,500 to £4,500 scholarship. If you're progressing to the management degree programs at Queen's, then you will be able to get £6,500 progression scholarship when you're completing your pre-master's program. So here, I think this is last bit. I just want to explore the accommodation options with you. So we have a different type of accommodations areas available, BT1, BT2, and BT9. So basically BT1, BT2, BT9, it's a postcode. So we don't need to worry about it, what this means. It's different postcodes. So BT1 and the BT2 is located in the city center area, and the BT9 is based in the campus. And then this is the biggest block areas that are main accommodation for the university students come to here. And the BT1 and BT2 is kind of like an accommodation apartment building, so in the city center. But all of them are very close to the campus areas, basically like a 15 minutes walking distance to the main building, the main building. And then BT9 accommodation is closest to the Into Queen Center. It's only like a 10 minutes walk to the Into Queen Center. But most of the things are available for your accommodation. You have internet, free internet access, and the weekly cleaning on the communal areas. And then you will have all these kitchen facilities, and 24-hour reception and security, etc. as well. So for this rooms, as you can see here, this is basically a standard single ensuite. So you will have your own bed, your own study space, your own bathroom, and the kitchen area and the living room is shared between the students on this floor. Normally would be like a 6 to 8 students. And even in the kitchen, it's a shared kitchen, you will have your own space for storage. In the fridge, you will also have your own space as well. So, and this is all. So, and then please to follow us on the social media. You will be able to find more information about our university and about the Interqueen Center. And then we would love to share more exciting news. And we would love to welcome you to come to Belfast and study with us. So I hope you found this session useful. So if you have any questions, please put your questions in the chat box, and I'm more than happy to answer any queries you have. Thank you.
So thank you so much for the wonderful presentation, Jablan.
No problem.
Right, it's all for Q&A sessions. If you have any questions, feel free to ask directly. We'll let you yourself. You can unmute yourself, or if you have any question in the chat box, you can type in the chat box as well. Also, by the way, do you know what courses are still available for data intake for September intake, especially for masters?
Yes, I think most of the programs are still available. I think there's only a couple of them has been closed for the direct entry at the moment, but students will be able to visit the university website. So we will tell the students which program are still open, or it's pretty easy to find out. As long as they just need to directly go to that specific degree they want to study, and then they can filter it out whether this course is available. But the majority of the courses is still available at the moment.
Thank you. For the pre-master, does a student needs UKVI or they can go with IELTS academic?
For pre-masters, we just need a normal IELTS is fine, or any other acceptable qualifications like TOEFL, PTE, etc.
Got it. How about international year one? Just normal IELTS or
yes,
UKVI?
For international year one and the foundation, unless it is like I mentioned about the integrated options, like integrated single class options. For single class, we can accept the normal IELTS, normal any English qualification. But for the standalone, like normal foundation and international year one, we need a student to have UKVI IELTS itself.
Thank you. Any questions, guys? Duration for pre-masters.
Yes, for duration pre-masters, we have different options for 3 terms. One for September start and also for January start, we have a 3 terms pre-masters program, which is basically 9 months. But we also have an accelerated option, which starts in March or early April time.
Okay.
Only 6 months, it will be cheaper option as well. But we require students to have a higher level of English, which is basically 6.0 on their IELTS.
Thank you. Any more questions?
I just got one private message. So can we work part-time job during the studying? Yes, you can work part-time job during the studying. No matter you're studying the pathway programs or you're studying the university direct entry, you will be able to work. It will state it on your visa telling you how much you could work, but in most of cases would be for undergraduate student, I think it's like a 10 to 15 hours per week. For the postgraduate student, it's 20 hours per week. It's during the term time, but after the term time, like when you're finishing your semester exams, after term time, you will be able to work. There won't be any limits, so you will be able to work as much as you could.
Got it. Thank you. Any more questions? Do you have artificial intelligence course for undergrad and postgrad? Please, then, is there any kind of co-op program or work placement for computer science?
Yes, so we have AI related programs. Basically, for undergraduate level, we would say it's a computer science program.
Okay.
So computer science program, because it is integrated with different kind of components. So like including the AI, including cybersecurity, etc. So, and then it is, you will have options for placement as well. So you will have a placement year. You can opt into the placement year, or if you don't want to do it, you probably could choose the non-placement option when you're studying the international year one with us. But if you're studying, go to direct entry for the university, you will have to study placement year, but you can choose to opt in or opt out later on. But again, it come up with a generic computer science program, but they have all this different each component for the AI and cybersecurity. The reason why the program is designed like this, it's a lot of students, they would love to continue and then they want to specialize later on rather than earlier in their study. So they can specialize for cybersecurity, for AI when they're doing their master's program later on. So it is good for the students if they study in a more generic computer science program with all these different skills, subject areas, which is good for their future graduation. So they know about this different content and open up the more opportunities for them for the future. And when they want to specialize, then they can choose to study master program and then specialize in certain areas.
Got it. Thank you. Any more questions? We don't have any questions anymore. So we'll wrap the sessions. So, okay, one question. Could you please go over the admission requirement again?
Yes, so normally for the university programs, we do the most of the programs for undergraduate programs. University for direct entry would ask for A or B's from the UK A levels, which is pretty high requirements. I know for postgraduate programs, we basically ask students to have like a equivalent of the UK 2.1 or 2.2 programs for master programs, equivalent of that. But again, but after that, if the student can't meet this direct entry requirement, they can come to us for foundation or international year one or pre-masters. We would require students UK A level 2 days for international year one, which is IB would be 24 points. For foundation program, IB 22 points, or GCSE level, we got the 5 Cs for the GCSE, or completing the high school in Myanmar, they will be able to accept for the foundation as well. And for pre-master's program, basically, as long as you complete your bachelor degree in Myanmar, and then we will be able to accept for our pre-masters.
So for undergraduate, do they accept PS and A level?
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you. Any more questions? I think no more questions. I think there's no more questions. So is there anything you want to say to me, my student Jablan?
I would say we have a very good Myanmar student community in Belfast. And like last year, I think in total full year, we got more than like 30 students from Myanmar. So you will have your community here. And then our Myanmar students are always very lovely. So we would love to welcome Myanmar students to come to here to explore the study options with you. And you will have a lot of support when you come to here. So please do reach out to your counselors. And then if you're interested in our university, and I believe EVS will be able to support you with all this application, etc. And then we are more than happy to support you, to welcome you to study in Belfast. So good luck, and then looking forward to see you guys in Belfast.
Thank you so much, Jablan. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for attending with us on this webinar today. So if you have any question related to Queen's University Belfast or any program related from Into, you can reach out to me. I will also leave my Viber number here. So if you have any question, you can call me directly or you can reach out to me on Viber as well. Thank you for attending once again. And thank you, Jablan. Thank you, Janya. And thank you, A, for your wonderful presentation and presence. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, David.
A, you want
Thank
to
you,
leave a
David.
message? Okay, yeah, A, you want to leave a message, right? You can leave. Let's wait 5 minutes. A, you want to leave? Leave.
Yes. Yeah. So if you have any scholarships, guys, please come to contact EVS, and then we will be able to support you with the scholarships to the foundation or international year one programs. We have a regional office scholarship available. So if you could contact the regional office, my colleague A or Nin in the chat box, or just contact David, and David will be able to help you to acquire any scholarship queries from my colleagues in the region. Okay, so thanks so much.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you, A.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.